This is Martin Gay's Prealgebra, Introductory Algebra, Chapter 2, questions 6 through 10. And just a reminder that the rules for multiplication and division are you determine the sign and then you multiply or divide. And for addition and subtraction, you circle the double symbols, you change to one sign using this same pattern, you rewrite it, and you tell the story. So you determine the sign, remember, is if the symbols are the same, it's a plus. So a minus and a minus is a plus, and a plus and a minus is a minus. Same rule, used differently. So we go to question number 6. We have minus 7 minus 19. This is called a double symbol. So we circle our double symbols. A minus and a minus is a plus. We write what's in front, we write what's in back, and now we tell the story. I have 7 minus signs, I have 19 plus signs. What do you have more of? I have more plus signs. So I'm going to put my biggest number on top, my smallest number on bottom. My biggest number is a positive, but I am finding the difference, so I'm going to get a plus 12. So I tell the story. This one is a multiplication problem, so we go with this rule. We determine the sign of our answers. I have a minus and a minus. That means my answer is positive. And then 5 times 13. 5 times 3 is 15. Carry a 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 1 is 65. This is a division problem. Minus 25 divided by negative 5. Again, 2 minuses means my answer is positive. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Question number 9. This one has something we've maybe not talked about. It's called the absolute value of negative 25 plus negative 13. So we have 2 things we have to deal with here. We must deal with the absolute value. Absolute value means how far away from 0 is it? So how far away from 0 is negative 25? It is 25 steps away from 0. A plus and a minus is a minus 13. So we had to do absolute value and we had to do the double symbols. 25 plus signs, 13 minus signs. What do you have more of? You have more plus signs. So 25 goes on top just like a standard traditional subtraction problem, and you get the answer is positive 12. And the last one for 10 is I have 14. Take away the absolute value of negative 20. Now that looks like a double symbol. It is not, because we must do absolute value in parentheses first. So absolute value of negative, how far away from 0 is negative 20. It is 20 steps away from 0. The minus comes along for the ride. So you have 14, take away 20. So I have 14 plus signs. I have 20 minus signs. What do you have more of? I have more minus signs. So I'm going to put minus 20 on top, 14 on bottom, so I can actually do the subtraction. But my answer is negative, and I have a minus 6. And that's all for 1 to 10.